Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. In this video, we're going to talk about CRI-O. Now remember this, this is a very important video because before you go to Kubernetes and try to understand that, it is vital for you to understand what is CRI-O and what kind of advantages it's going to provide you when you're going to use CRI-O. Now remember that CRI-O is both CRI and OCI, just like Containerd. Containerd primary focus is OCI, and also it also does CRI. I have not specified it, but then it also does CRI in terms of connecting with Kubernetes. But then how effective it is to connect with the Kubernetes, that's another question. Because it is not, as it comes with Docker, so it's more or less towards Docker Swarm than Kubernetes, I would say, because that is more traditional approach for it to use something of a Docker product rather than using another product other than Docker. So I would say that, but then it depends on your company what product they are using. So we will, in shortly, we will discuss about the difference between CRI-O and Containerd. But then when your solution is towards managing the Kubernetes cluster, which is deployed on your containers over here using Podman or OCP, CRI-O is the natural choice. There is no debate about it whether you should be using CRI-O or not. But what is the difference between CRI-O and Containerd? And why am I comparing CRI-O and Containerd? That's what we are going to check right now in this video. Now, let's go and set the detailed description of this video. Firstly, let's talk about the Containerd itself. Now, Containerd connects to runc, which is an OCI compiler container. And this runc API is going to connect with the kernel process, and then it's going to deal with these particular instances of the containers. Now, when you compare the CRI-O, it does the same similar activity. It connects with a lower level API of runc, and then runc interacts with the namespace, and then takes control of the entire containers on the lower level. And CRI-O also connects with Kubernetes. On the other hand, because it has the CRI part in it, where it connects to the runtime environment, which is orchestration. So that basically is what it is going to do. Now, what is the difference here on this level of a container management solution? We are here using either Podman or OCP, and these guys are going to be the container manager over here, and in this term it's going to be Docker in this side. And then the orchestrator could be either Docker Swarm or Kubernetes itself. So it completely depends on your infrastructure how it's going to be. So let's start the comparison between CRI-O and Containerd. They both are container runtime designed for specific use cases and environment. While they share similarities, each other has its own advantages, which we will start looking at it. First, let's look at CRI-O's advantage. CRI-O is Kubernetes focus. So CRI-O is built, the purpose build of this CRI-O is for Kubernetes environment. It is designed to be a lightweight, minimalistic container runtime that integrates seamlessly with Kubernetes using the container runtime interface CRI. It is a daemonless design, just like how Podman we discussed about earlier in the comparison, which means that it does not require a long-running central daemon like Docker D that is resource intensive, and it doesn't really enhance security to have such service running. So it is a security enhanced process of daemonless design. And then in terms of security and compliance, CRI-O plays a strong emphasis on security and compliance. It includes features like pod level security policies, security seccomp profiles, and integration into open SCAP for compliance scanning. When you talk about compatibility, CRI-O is OCI compatible, and you can work with any images, which is OCI container images. ensuring the compatibility of a wide range of containerized application. And the other advantage of CRI-O is that the configuration is very simple and very streamlined compared to the Docker configuration of managing Kubernetes cluster. Well, when we talk about Container D's advantage, Container D is an industry standard container runtime that is widely adopted and supported. It also uses the core runtime in various container platforms and orchestration, including Docker, Kubernetes, via CRI, and others. It also has something called a mature system where the Container D based from a mature ecosystem with a large community of contributors and users. This can provide stability and support of wide range of integration. So that is very, very much an advantage because of a larger ecosystem. It is also flexible. You have option of using any other OCIs instead of Container D, so that option is always available for you. And it is also extendable. Container D has extendable architecture, allowing you to add custom plugins and extensions to meet the specific requirements. Now, how are we going to choose Container D or CRI-O? Well, if you are looking for an integration with Kubernetes, then obviously there's no other choice. You have to go with CRI-O because that is the natural choice, because it is optimized for Kubernetes environment and it follows Kubernetes container runtime standards. And if you're looking for a Docker Swarm, so then it is Container D is a wide choice for you to go with that as a OCI and a CRI for connecting with the Swarm. So that will help you out in that situation, because that is designed with the standards of working with Docker Swarm. In terms of resource effectiveness and security, CRI-O is more secured, and it's not resource intensive because you're not going to run any service. It's a daemonless service. So there you go. You have pretty less resource consumed in that perspective, and it's more secure. And in terms of flexibility and customization, if you require containers that can be customized and extended to support specific use case beyond Kubernetes, Container D extendable architecture may be suitable in that situation. So ultimately, the choice of CRI-O or Container D depends on your specific requirements and your environment, your current structure of what the workload is and how the workload is managed, and also very importantly, what is the orchestration or the orchestrator which you're using currently. So based on that, you can basically go for CRI-O or Container D. Thanks again for watching this video. I hope you understood the difference between CRI-O and Container D. I'll see you on the next video.